Alright. It's time to level up some gems. Rank up some gems at Urshi. So it is time to do GRs and burn some keys. I don't really have that many, honestly, but okay. Let's go ahead and swap some skills. Back. Copper. Because I like to do the 118, 119. I'll see if I want to switch back to this eventually. That one's fine. What I'm doing, yeah. So it's just one short of proper.
I require a new skill.
Try just to use the 93 for now, just to get more damage in faster. And yeah, let's go. Let's do the. I think I have the rest of the stuff. Hopefully, some good rings or jewelry drop in general. That way, I can actually uh on for even more damage. But yeah, let's work on some gem ups for preparation of playing the wizard stuff. Uh, very soon, because as soon as I complete like at least the 136 on this, I will try to move to the wizard. So try to prepare everything over here and then move there. All right,
Are you strong enough to survive the trials?
I'm
that
still
should be fine.
waiting.
I just have to like choose what I want to play. I don't want to like play a shielding yellow elite.
Not ready
I
yet.
know this is speeds and I'm skipping stuff. Well, I might as well skip a yellow elite. I'm not gonna stall there.
Need more time. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet.
There's like nobody to fight. Okay, shield.
Need more time. I'm still waiting. Vengeance!
Oculus ring.
Need more time.
Oculus ring.
Not ready yet. Darkness awaits you! I'm still waiting.
Oculus ring.
Not ready yet.
Oculus ring. All right.
Your fear betrays you! Need more time.
I guess I can fight here. Half shield left. Uh,
I'm still waiting.
okay, both down, I think. Oculus ring.
Need more time. Bleed, you filth! Not ready yet.
Oculus ring.
I feel more powerful. I'm still waiting. Darkness awaits you!
The Rift Guardian has found it.
Nice, same spot. That's funny.
You have triumphed.
My name is Ash. When the if you have a, I may be able to help you.
Yeah, let's rank up the low gems. in preparation of
I need to go back.
playing the other side so that I don't have to share the same one. Yeah, sure, I can share the same one, but
Impressive.
Well done.
I want to make sure I have I can just swap and play whenever. Talking about rings, see, they're always giving me intelligence ones. Strength ants, for example. 80 speed, close, but really awful primary stats. That's so weak. Sit them there for fun.
I wish you luck.
Just keep going.
Need more time.
Pinkish red ring. Careful explosions.
I've become stronger. I'm still waiting.
Double pack fight. Lots of grotesque explosions. This one is really scary.
Not ready yet.
Down.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, the other one. Okay. Nice 23%.
Not ready yet.
Channeling.
Sweet revenge.
Oculus ring. Boom. The Oculus ring is too far. That's more of the reason why you go a little higher. Conduit. Just use it to kill. Oops.
Need more time.
Didn't watch explosions. Again. Oculus ring.
I'm still waiting. Your fear betrays you.
Wrong way. Great. Wasting conduit.
Need more time. Not ready yet. Vengeance!
Travel between those two rings. Double graveyard.
Training has paid off.
Last
I'm still
pylon.
waiting.
Oculus ring. Oculus ring.
Need more time.
The rift guardians.
Not ready yet.
You have triumphed. You have a gem.
I am returning to town.
You have proven yourself worthy of your blood.
My respects.
548. No, thank you. Or 5. ring. Forgot to dodge poison.
Needing more time. I'm still waiting. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet.
Double elite pack.
I'm still waiting.
Take down the blue first. Electrified. Oculus ring.
Your fear betrays you.
Cute.
Need more time.
Power.
I'm still waiting. You won't survive that. Need more time.
How's your season going? Good, good.
Not ready.
Well, initially slow. I did 132 and before, without the left and center potion, basically. The altar stalled in the beginning. I didn't really need the potion power on the left, especially for my 131 and 132.
That was just a taste.
My 133 was good, and then 134 was a little rough. But I got a really crazy big power pylon that was like just like a big conduit play. So this season, or because of the scaling difference from since season 20, the official season 22, right? So the scaling makes the power pylon like a big conduit play. Because back then the scaling was different for the clones. So power pylon is actually very interesting. So my 134 is a 9-minute 32 8th try. I got really close for my 134 even with a non-ancient Dawn. At the first few tries, I almost got it down with the non-ancient Dawn, but I had to sacrifice 2 primals that I kind of want to keep. I mean, they're not great, but because God DH is like low tier, right? Low mid C tier or whatever. So like I wanted to keep a Nats chest primal. It wasn't an all resist primal or anything like that, but it's just a Dex Vit and then roll Spike Trap on it with Arcane Res. I wanted to keep it, but I couldn't. And then I had a Flavor of Time that I could roll attack speed on it for, scoundrel usage or whatever. Um, but I had to also sacrifice that as well for uh, getting a, this is my first cute recipe 11. So during that 148 attempts, after like 3 tries of failing, nearly getting them done, um, with a non-ancient Dawn, I had to just, cave in and
I am returning to town.
get an actual,
You must
you know,
choose my skill.
yeah. This is buff damage, but if I use this, so I have a non-ancient Quadfecta that's really mediocre with the 8 crit hit chance, so I've been using that for the push, but I go back to this one for my speeds, right? Um, this is buff damage. I'm at like 4.6 using disc gloves and 4.2 using disc gloves. Yeah, and I'm only like, lower Paragon, and I pushed. Yeah, so like this one, 134 is 940. I mean, I fell ranks already. Yeah, I pushed like just like 2 days ago. Yeah, like 2 days ago. Yeah. My chess piece was the best chess piece early on, when I was Paragon 613, it came from a Nephilim Rift. Like at the start of a Nephilim Rift, it was that Ruins of Sescheron map. I just ID'd it like as soon as I saw like a galvanizing, well, a cloak that's, well, a torso for this God DH build. When I picked it up, I was like, I'll ID it now and check, because at that time I was using a non-ancient all resist. So this one, I loved this when I found it. It was like, I was like, when am I gonna get my Petrified Screams? Because I want to augment it, but at the same time, I didn't get very many Petrified Screams in the beginning. So for one, I usually do my zero augment pushing, right? For two, there was not enough Petrified Screams for me to augment anyway. So I was just slowed down. But I actually did all the way to 130 without augments. Also, I mean, you know my usual style, so I didn't really have to say it. So I pushed all the way to 130 first tries without augments, with the non-ancient Dawn as well. Like, one of my weapons was non-ancient, so I was missing a lot of damage. Guess I can just distract that for fun.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Got to spend. So I'm needing gloves still,
See you soon.
because I need a ancient, what, Fecta, preferably, or a better one. And then I also need the shoulders. This season they keep giving 7 CDR shoulders. I want 8 CDR shoulder. I mean, previously when I was gambling, I was gambling for shoulders, but I want a better gloves this season. And so far they haven't. So I was doing, push the Akan 150. Nice. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, how's your
Isn't that nice?
how's your Akan one going?
Overburdened.
5, 6.
Anything could happen. Don't forget, luck always changes.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Hello.
I am returning to town.
Yeah, so 4.6 with the ancient gloves that I, so in the pushing, as soon as I augmented,
Has paid off.
so funny enough, right? When I was pushing early on, right after I did the 130 done without augments, and then the next day I augmented like 9, like I had almost like a little bit above the gems, the number of gems that I needed for the exactly the 9 or 10 augments that I could do. But then as soon as I augmented gloves anyway, I I sort of had this, and it's like, well, do I use this or do I use that? Because if I use this, my area damage is only 93, and I only recently got this right before I started augmenting,
I
right?
require a new skill.
I got this right before I started augmenting, or somewhat close to it, whenever it was. So I was like, well, this season I need that 110 plus. So in a sense, the augments was so funny because I did this, but I wasn't gonna use the gloves. And then what's even more funny is that when I opened the 131, right? Like as soon as I augmented, I went for trying the 131. Um, because I knew what I needed to do for 130. having no augments, right? I like I have a game plan as to what I want to do. So thinking that 9 augment spike or whatever was gonna help me with the 131, right? Even with the 17% increase per tier, um, it felt like I played better with the 130, and that's why I don't really like the comfort of augments, right? In the first place. But anyway, it was definitely a harder 131 in general. But I failed. I broke the first try streak by failing that first 131 because it was kind of odd. Like it was an odd 131. It was like difficult 131 even after the 9 augments, which is weird, right? Kind of weird. Um. So anyway, I second tried a 131, and then after that, I knew what I was gonna do now. So my 132 was the first try. It's just so silly. So the 131 broke my thing because in one way I was like 9 augment spike is surely enough to counter that 17%. And I understand pylon order affects God DH really quickly on a weaker season. I get it, but it was just so funny that the 9 augment spike was not even enough. It's like I played better being weaker because I know what I need to do, right? So when it's like I depended on the 9 augments to carry, right? And that's where my teaching style is like I prefer not to augment ASAP is because when you want to find the damage, you just blame it on something else. And so this is the same thing. It's like, well, I augment it now. What do I blame? Well, I'm blaming the augments though because it just didn't feel good. So it's kind of funny. It's like a opposite thing. Yeah, it's opposite. For me, it's the opposite. Like, because I'm so used to the 0 augment, I find the damage myself, or I guess the pylon order did help in a sense, right? Every so often, depending on whichever season it is and whatnot. But like, it's so strange that a 9 augment spike should be fine for the next tier, like next one tier up, from a 130 to 131. It should be 9 should have been fine in the sense that I should still have done a 1459, for example, or like whatever. But again, I didn't like it if it was that anyway. So it's just funny. It's just funny. But I didn't have potion power. Like I didn't have potion power for 131 and 132 anyway. The left side, the one that drops the random colored rings. So I was at a disadvantage as well. And then my altar was like, I mean, at the time, I was so upset with my altar that I was still at the Hellfire. I was still at the Hellfire amulet stage, by the way, when I was pushing 131 and 132. So my altar was like uh 2/3 done, so to speak, when I was pushing. Oculus Ring.
I'm still waiting.
And so I'm preparing alternate gems. So I'm leveling a second trapped, and then I'll prepare GoD and whatnot for my wizard. Wow, 3 RNG pinkish red rings so far. Ooh, overlap. That's nice. Oh, of course it's a Juggernaut. I wasn't mouse. I didn't mouse over the bug, the moth. Yes, exit. Into power. Festering, nice.
Need more time.
Shielding, of course, wasting the power. Oculus ring, bye-bye. Teleport closer to the ring, even smarter.
Need more time.
Don't ever teleport nearer to my Oculus ring usage. That is not smart. Oculus ring, bye-bye.
I'm still waiting.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
You have triumphed. Yes.
Yeah, I should be empowering, but I think I don't think I want to waste the gold yet, even though I don't really know what I want to use the gold for.
Your trial is complete.
I feel more powerful.
That's funny. Why is it giving me Raymond stuff? They're like, make space for a monk.
Prove yourself worthy.
That was
Need more time.
28 minutes. Oh, I'm marking that down because of the teleport.
Not ready yet.
Oculus ring. Of course, it's a juggernaut. This is why I don't like to play the first yellow elite pack.
Do you want more?
Need more time.
You just get stalled.
I'm
Oculus
still
ring.
waiting. Not ready yet.
Feel my wrath.
Need more time.
Oculus ring.
I'm still waiting.
That was just a taste.
This the exit side?
Not ready yet.
Yes. Yes, this is enough. Move on.
I'm still waiting.
Power, okay. No shielding for you.
Need more time.
Power is nice to help me go faster. And I don't like those, I don't like this knight layout thing,
Not ready yet.
especially in pushing. Because of the random, Zen Dweller rising up from the ground like a zombie.
Need more time.
Sweet revenge.
Oculus ring.
I'm still
Boom.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
not ready yet. You have triumphed.
Wizard hat.
Hello.
Crown of
I need to go back.
Excellent.
Mine is best.
Add
Hey, lady,
back to
I got
now.
some new things. You should take a look.
That's okay.
Got done some stuff that I spent before I
Are you
needed to
ready?
do that thing again.
See you soon. What? I didn't even know I had that thing.
Still non-ancient gloves.
Fortune favors. That will look nice on you.
Oh,
Lucky you.
Primals landed. Primals landed on not the two gloves. Right next to them after. That's so silly. Oh man. Wow, terrible. Come on. It's okay, I guess. Needed to be cooled down, but I'll take this for now. They're so bad. So bad. I'll hold that one. Work on
Hello there. See you soon. Ooh, that's nice. Can I have it back?
non-ancient gloves again. Yeah, terrible. Well, at least I'm seeing
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
Need more
the
time.
primals, I guess. But that was terrible. I need a usable.
Ready yet?
I need a usable primal.
I wish I could do that. I'm still waiting.
Oh,
How satisfying.
guys were
You won't survive that.
hiding.
Need more time.
Get my 25% ish.
I'm still waiting. You won't survive that.
That's a little odd.
Need more time.
There we go.
Not ready yet. Bleed, you filth! I'm still waiting. Need more
Power.
I'm still waiting.
The Rift Guardian has found
Not ready yet.
You have triumphed. What do you need?
Sitting here leveling these gems. The low ones.
your valor is unsurpassed.
I've become stronger.
Well, it's okay.
Are you ready? Then your trial.
Oculus Ring.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Oculus Ring.
Need more time.
Oh, there is an elite here.
Not ready yet. Feel my wrath.
Power. Early power.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Let's just go everywhere. Have no sense of direction whatsoever. Overlapping rings.
Need more time. Not ready yet. Do you want more?
Oculus Ring.
The Rift Guardians arrive.
Not bad.
I'm still waiting.
These 119s isn't bad. Okay.
You have a gem.
I mean, like, God DH fell so much obviously that 119s at this rate isn't bad. I mean, you can go faster if you want, but
Your trial is complete.
My training has paid off.
um,
Any effort has stood, you are not. You succeeded in overcoming.
Not ready yet.
overlap or nothing though. I'll just use it anyway. Max range things with the overlap.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Waller.
Not ready yet.
Go this way instead.
Feel my wrath.
Oculus Ring.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Nice double pack for this.
Your fear betrays Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Oculus Ring here.
Need more time.
Central Shield. Oculus Ring.
Your fear betrays you. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet.
Get Shred.
Feel my wrath.
Double kill.
Need more time.
Oculus Ring.
I'm still waiting.
Go back and clear this one.
That is what I have trained for.
Need more time.
Ooh, Illusionist Terra Demons. There we go. That's the cool mob set in pushing.
Not ready yet.
Left, you have triumphed. Hello.
I need to go back.
Well fought, Nephilim.
Most impressive.
Terrible rings. Gamble
You look
time.
like you could use a new what a steal. What a
New
steal.
gloves today. Still non-ancient gloves from Kadala.
Fate smile. What a steal. See you soon. Such a brave soul. Well, isn't that nice?
Unleash your power.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Oh man. Force, the first yellow elite. Always bad.
I'm still waiting.
Even for speeds. And that's why that's one of the reasons why people choose not to play like too high GRs. Because they tend to overstay that first elite pack, and then that sort of tells them, oh, I'm gonna be too slow.
Still waiting.
Well, it is a benchmark, but the wrong benchmark because this road that way. Ah, whatever.
Need more time.
This one is gonna be a slow rift. There's just too many yellow elite packs to start.
I wish I could do that. I'm still waiting. Feel my wrath.
And I don't know what the positioning of that pinkish red ring was doing.
I'm still waiting.
Like, even in speeds, it doesn't really mean that you need to kill every single elite. That's what happens when you're pushing too, where you just get so into killing every single elite.
Need more time.
Like in speeds, you can skip 1 or 2. It's not a big deal. I mean, the skipping part is not even an issue because the goal of the speeds is to move forward faster. So if you're not moving from the first yellow elite that's stalling you, that's the counterpoint of mobility anyway. It's not about killing fast only. It's actually moving fast as well, right? In the first place. So if the first elite is stalling you, the next one might not.
The rift guardians.
Yeah, but this was a slower one because there were like 3 yellow elites in a row.
What do you need?
I am returning to town.
This will be a slower.
Trial is complete.
And I didn't get a power. Yeah, see? 307. It's way slower. .501. Not good enough. What are these rings? They're like... And this is why, like... Well, aside from that one being a slower run, right? So, for me, while this is EXP and my goal is to level up a different gem faster anyway, so it's fine to do, like, you know... I mean, these 119s are fine. The number 119 is fine, even though, for me, personally, I would probably pick 122, maybe, just for, like, more practice with rings, Oculus rings and whatnot. But anyway, the 119 is fine. The only issue I have with doing all these like faster runs is that I always get these really silly drops. And I know it's RNG, but tell me about it when I always get silly drops when I do faster speeds. Always. I get silly drops like that always. Whenever I do my slower runs,
Need more time.
I just get like a little bit more rewarded. Whenever I do faster runs, I get, yes, double the amount of drops, but you also get sillier drops. So you're just crazy salvaging. That's all you're doing.
I'm still waiting.
Which makes this game look even worse than it already is, for example. Because when you go faster and you get nothing, it makes it look worse.
I'm still waiting.
Well, you're not even looking anyway, the stats, because they're so bad.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
Yellow elites. Yellow elite packs annoy me. And that arcane beam annoys me too. It's like in the worst possible room.
Not ready yet.
I know that that yellow elite was almost dead too, but the arcane beam was just exactly placed. Well, the two arcane beams were placed exactly where I didn't want them to be.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Sweet revenge. I need more time.
So the runs are getting slower and slower now because one, the pylon spawn points are getting further and further
I'm
away.
still waiting.
The next thing is that they're spawning me more and more yellow elite packs in a row
Not ready yet. Sweet revenge.
for the starting 3. So it just looks terrible.
Need more time.
Like, where are the elites when you're elite hunting? Where are they? Right?
That was just a taste.
Oh, look, another yellow elite.
I'm still waiting.
I mean, this is a okay one. Does it stall you that much?
Need more time.
Well, in pushing that one does, but in speeds earlier that one wouldn't.
Guardian is here.
Nice.
Hello.
Gotta get this trap to catch up.
I need to go back.
What's with the inner stuff? I mean raiment stuff. They're like,
The blood
they're just
runs
randomly giving me shoulder, shoulder, shoulder raiment.
How satisfying.
Yeah, it's slower and slower now, the runs. It's like, they're just balancing things out now. They're like, you went too quickly on the first 10. Now we're just balancing it out. Gloves. 0.3. A lot of threes. Oh, a 200% non-ancient. With crappy rolls. Great. Oh my gosh, another ancient raiment. It's not like I can keep 2 pairs of ancient raiments. I gotta take one out eventually. So funny.
any effort has stood who are not.
Ah, wasted a
Need more time.
pinkish red RNG at the start. Would have been useful for this blue elite pack that is rare to fight the first blue.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. You won't survive that.
Oh, how rare. Second blue
Not ready yet.
in a row. Oculus Ring right under my feet. Oh, now the 119 looks fine for now, except the pylon spots are gonna be bad because of this floor. But this is smoother than the last one.
Not ready yet.
slowing down now because there's what, a fire shaman yellow elite.
Not ready yet. Bleed, you filth!
There's the blue baller shielding. Oh,
Need more time.
yep. They're slowing me down now.
I'm still waiting.
They're like,
Not
those.
ready yet.
Is a juggernaut? No, but they were like, those other runs were too fast. Too something. Not. It doesn't look right.
You won't survive that. Not
Well, of
ready
course
yet.
they don't look right.
Need more time. Feel my wrath.
Oculus Ring.
I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. Sweet revenge. I'm still waiting.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Need more time.
Good to see you.
Only rank 50 gems so far. 50-ish.
I am returning to town.
Really
Your
gonna take a
skill
while.
has grown.
Well done.
Cool. I'll just onto it for now.
Wanna
Go
see what
ahead
you'll
and
get?
more
Now,
gloves,
isn't that
please.
You look like you could use a new. That's nice. Can I have it back? Fortune favors. Do come back again. Don't forget, luck always changes.
That is 1 hour already.
Are you strong enough to survive the trial?
I'm still waiting.
Demon Raiders. Blue Elite starts. Oculus Ring. Bye bye.
Not ready yet. I feel more powerful.
Oculus Ring.
Need more time.
Beat the start.
I'm still waiting. You won't survive that.
This way or that way? That way. Obvious. Out of hatred! Yay!
Not ready yet.
shielding yellow elite.
Not ready yet.
Kill the minions. Thank you.
Need more time.
More yellow elite.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting. Sweet revenge. Need more time.
Wow. Alright, let's see what the pylon is.
I'm still waiting.
Thank you. Oculus ring.
Darkness awaits you. Need more time. Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting. Not ready yet. You won't survive that. Need more time.
Dead and elite.
The Rift Guardian has
Where do you spawn? Okay.
Not ready yet. Not enough hatred.
Oops.
I'm still waiting.
What do you need?
Just collecting gold.
I am returning to town.
The ancients would be proud.
I could get accustomed to that.
Yeah, these runs are getting slower and slower and slower and slower because maps is spreading apart the pylons way too much. Huh.
I wish you luck, hero.
Need more time.
Cursed. Trade cursed.
Not ready yet.
Yellow elite start, of course. There's the blue elite.
I'm still
Painful though.
not ready yet. Your fear betrays you.
There we go. Power.
I'm still waiting.
Ouch.
Need more time.
Whoa. That was not a good travel. I think I went backwards, obviously.
I'm still waiting.
A lot of ghosts on this one.
Not ready yet.
what? Oh,
I'm still My hatred is too low.
great.
Need more time. Sweet revenge. Not ready yet.
Oculus Ring. Bye bye. Oh, there was a second pack. I moved on too quickly. Would have killed them 1 second faster. Uh, sort of. But I intend to play. Well, before the season even started. Hello, by the way. Before the season even started, I wanted to play the Firebird Wizard because of the Hadrix gift. So eventually, I'll go to the Wizard. Um, the other underlying goal of playing the Demon Hunter, is really that back in season 22, I pushed all the way to 136, at Paragon 1981, and this season with all the different reworks and alter and stuff, and able to use Squirt's Necklace and all that. Oh, really? Is it SSF, right? When you say solo wizard, I guess people, I guess when because I'm so used to before SSF that because it's solo pushing, right? So I just get confused between. Okay, okay. Just wondering,
Your valor is unsurpassed.
because some people will say they're SSF, but I guess they would type SSF. But anyway, oh, okay, rank 2. Let's see. After I ID the stuff, I mean the salvage and stuff. On. All right. Yeah, I pushed at under 1300, 134. I mean, I got lucky with a nice big power pylon play on a battlefield of eternity. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play a greedy power pylon. Yeah, yeah, it should be because in season 22, the only advantage was the if you played the missile dampening to your advantage, that was the biggest thing. And then the rest of it is just understanding how to do the density correctly back in season 22 for the God DH. So yeah, yeah, with good, especially with a good power pylon that that you can play like a conduit, or leaving the power to the Rift Guardian like the usual. But